all through the 1940s and 1950s and 1960s and well into the 1970s, there were many thousands of classified pages written about UFOs. And of course, the general public didn't know about this, and neither, it appears, did many, or maybe even most, members of Congress. But then came the end of the war in Vietnam, and of course Watergate. And this was a certain key moment in American history, a moment in which the United States Congress investigated the intelligence community, for example. And when it reopened the investigation of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and others. And it was a moment in which Congress dramatically strengthened the United States Freedom of Information Act, enabling U.S. citizens to petition their government for documents not merely relating to them personally, but to the nation in terms of broad issues of public policy. Well, little did members of Congress realize that of all subsequent Freedom of Information Act requests, the most popular category would be related to UFOs.
The subject of UFOs is a contentious one where many different views and attitudes coexist, sometimes in a friendly manner, sometimes in a more acrimonious way. But there is no doubt in my mind that there is at least one conclusion we can and should all agree. UFOs are definitely a global phenomenon. They're sighted visually, on film and on radar, reported, investigated sometimes officially, sometimes by private organizations, and covered by both the local and international media all over the world. It doesn't really matter what is the culture, language, religion, ethnic origin, and level of development and technological capabilities of a country. UFOs have been reported everywhere, from Alaska to Chile and Argentina in the Americas, all over Europe, Asia, the Middle East, Africa, Australia, and the oceans. There are well-documented cases in many parts of the world, including Brazil, France, Iran, Russia, Zimbabwe, New Zealand, and many other countries. Regardless of what turns out to be the final origin of this mystery, it has a great potential of unifying the different and often divided parts of our world. The reason is simple. No matter how big our ideological, religious, or cultural differences are, we would all tend to unite in the face of an unknown, possibly extraterrestrial presence. It is for this reason that some efforts have been made over the years to bring the subject to the attention of the United Nations organization. This international body, despite its flaws, is the only organization that truly represents all the nations of the world. And so it seems to be the logical place where this issue could be dealt with in a global, formal, and legal manner.